But I want to get started today with first of all, by thanking everybody that has stayed with me over the past 12 years, now 13 years, that allowed me to still, because our church emptied out at the advent of Barack Hussein Obama, who many call the Black Jesus or the Black Moses. We had a church packed full of people. They all left to follow Obama. And I told them that God has not sent him. First of all, he ain't black. A white woman can't give birth to a black man. It's impossible. Now, she can give birth to a man, but she can't. A white woman can't give birth to. Anyway, they all left, emptied out the church, and threw stones at the church. I want to talk particularly to a group of young men who left our church as well. Not only left, but violently tried to destroy this church because they were so in love with the Black Jesus, Obama. So in love with that Black Jesus, they thought Obama was right and that I was wrong. And they used every ounce of their strength as young men to try to tear down and destroy this church and destroy me, to shut down our existence. And now the LGBT community, that Obama is the father and the architect of the LGBT community, man marrying man and woman marrying woman. He is the father of that in modern day America. They are now using the courts, the politicians, the local churches and local community people, and many local family members as well, who are also trying to shut down our church. They're right now trying to take our church from us. We're probably going to have to cough up about $1 million to stay operational, and we will do it. But I want you young people in particular to listen to another young man who was wiser than the young men who tried to overthrow me. I want you to listen to this young man. His name is Hassan Campbell, and he's referencing a video that was put up by a rapper named Lil Boosie. And Lil Boosie is talking about the horrific event of Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat allowing his 12-year-old boy to go transgender. Mr. Engineer, roll that clip.
You know, it's sad because we living in a society where a young man can't walk and graduate school with his cap and gown because he have dreadlocks. But a young boy can rip the runway at a graduation with a skirt on. Y'all don't see the psychological warfare? How they trying to air out the mind, bodies, and souls of our children? They done made our children the face of homosexuality. You don't see what they're doing? Your lifestyle belongs in your bedroom. At 12 years old, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, their child is not old enough to make decisions like that, to actually snip off their private part. This is an agenda that's being pushed, and they're part of the puppeteers to help string along the next generation of us. Because all we do and all we have left is the celebrities. They already erased every last one of our leaders. So they sit up here and they show you the documentary of Malcolm X, to laugh, to rub it all in your face. What they did, they're rubbing all in your face to let you know that that was the last real soldier you had left for our people. So now the only thing that we look up to is these celebrities. And what are they doing now? Every time you turn around, what are you seeing? Every time you turn around, what is it that you're seeing? So now Gabrielle Union and D Wade is going to take their little 12-year-old boy to get his pee-pee snipped off. Snip it. Here's the thing. You have grown women and men that tattooed their bodies. They no longer want the tattoos, but can't get it off. They got to try to laser it off, and you still can see it up underneath the skin or cover it. But this surgery that the mad scientist is about to have done, these parents, black celebrities, is about to have done on this 12-year-old kid, they didn't even give him the chance to even decide who he is. The boy is not even old enough to decide what he really want. He might turn around and decide he like a girl, but he can't go back. And shout out to Boozy for bringing light to this. Y'all don't see what's going on? How this is like they pretty much turned the frequency, this frequency of evil spirits. They done turned this evil spirit frequency on full-fledged. There's a reward behind those 3 doors of sacrifice when you willing to sacrifice your children, or you willing to sacrifice with a certain look. Because this invasion of the body snatchers, and they running around trying to snatch the mind, bodies, and souls of our children. They reward you when you a little Nas. Look at this creature. They reward you when you a little Nas and you sit up there, right? And you sit up there and you run around and you promote this Transformers, and you turn into an Autobot. When you transform into an Autobot, they reward you. This is the prize. What was the reward for Little Nas? They gave him the #1 song ever. I'm gonna ain't my world. You gonna ride to what? To the what? What? This is the reward, man. Little Pump, look what they doing. Shorty running around painting his nails. Shorty running around with a woman's sports bra on. This is paid advertisement to push a movement and a lifestyle on your children, man. The ink is dried and the pen is lifted. It was scripted. Over 1,000 years ago, this was the plan. It was always the plan. They're trying to take us to the point of no return. And every time we get to the point of no return, the earth is factory resetted. Are y'all ready for that? Because we done broke the covenant with the Most High. We done destroyed and broke the laws of nature. So the earth is imbalanced. The earth is imbalanced. And we are sitting back remaining silent. And this is why you're going to reap what you sow. This is why you're going to reap what you sow. You don't see what's going on in the earth? The earth is unbalanced. Anytime a fire can kill over 1 billion animals, the earth is unbalanced. Anytime when you see birds is falling out of the air and dropping dead, you got species that's disappearing that our children will never be able to see in a zoo. The earth is unbalanced, man. And this is a wave, it's an agenda that's being pushed. And we are remaining silent. You have to ask yourself a question. What type of world are we living in? Anytime that you can sit up there and be denied to get your cap and gown. You can be denied to get your cap and gown at graduation day because you have dreadlocks. But you are rewarded. And you can come get your cap and gown if you got a skirt on, ripping the runway. Every time I turn around, now you got this other cat designing high heels for men. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Da, 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 da. Let the boys be boys. Remember, Onyx, I grew up to that. I'm a B-boy standing in my B-boy stands. Have you ever given me a microphone before? Whatever happened in the boys be boys, man. Let them mature. Our kids can't even grow up to be young men anymore. They can't even when on God's green earth. When on God's green earth did we allow it to get to this point to where that our children, when did we allow our children to make decisions about sex? When they're not even old enough to have sex? When did we start allowing our children to start making decisions about sex when they're not even old enough to have sex? Can somebody please answer this? There was a time when we let a child be a child. But now after Obama cast his spell, what are we left with? We are living in the days and the time where now, soon as your baby is born, you don't have to call it a boy or a girl. It's gender X. Do you people not understand what we are doing? It is like you're spitting in the face of the Creator. You are breaking boundaries. There are laws that's governed through the universe, whether you like it or not. There's laws that's governed, and when you break these laws, the laws of the universe is going to speak and react, whether you believe in the Most High or whatever you believe in. There is laws. Once you break the balance, you will reap the consequences. If you jump off of a building, understand something. If you can't fly, you will fall to your death. If you dive into the ocean and you cannot swim, you will drown. There's laws that's being broken in the universe, and you will reap what you sow, my man. Silence is approval. Silence is approval. And what you are doing and what you are participating in while you remain silent is population control. Aimed at who? Who decided to make black people the face of homosexuality? I tell you, it was Obama that did this to us. Your lifestyle in your bedroom is just that. Your lifestyle in your bedroom, not the classroom. This little boy is 12 years old, and his parents is pushing him, persuading him, rewarding him, and making him a sacrifice to these Luciferians, to these Baphomets, to the Aleister Crowley movement. They are making this 12-year-old a sacrifice, and they leading and paving the way. Understand something. If your child is gay, your child is gay. But at 12 years old, you don't get to decide that you're gay. You don't get to decide about sexual preferences at 12 years old, because first and foremost, you're not even old enough to have sex. So we're not even having this conversation until you're old enough to, one, provide for your own child, if it be that you're going to have a child. Provide for yourself, put a roof over your head. I mean, because at 12 years old, you're not even old enough to be talking about sex. You're going to have sex, and this is what you're going to have it with. You ain't even, your mind ain't even fully developed yet. Your mind ain't even fully developed yet at 12 years old. But this is the games that they playing with us. It is what it is, man. Every time I turn around, man, they letting the boogeyman out of his cage, man. Every time I turn around, they letting the boogeyman out of his cage, man. It is what it is, man. Make sure y'all go over to my Raw and Uncut page, because I'll be putting more videos up on that page than this page. Make sure y'all go over to my Raw and Uncut page, man. And make sure y'all go to my Patreon, where you can hear me say what I really want to say. And I ain't got to worry about the haters flagging me. Get over on that Patreon, man. Salute to all my new subscribers, man. Peace and love to y'all, man. And please, if you tired of this BS, man, share the message, man. Silence is approval. Share it. It is what it is. I mean, because at the end of the day, this wave, this movement that they're pushing, it's only on your child. Black man, they pushing this bestiality, this half man, half woman, half animal. They only pushing this to you and your children.
I gotta say something about this. Dwayne Wade, you going too far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gonna? Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro. Like, don't address him as a woman, dog. He's 12 years old. He's not up there yet. He hasn't made his final decisions yet. Don't cut his off, Dwayne Wade, bro. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. You tripping, dog.
I want to celebrate Brother Hassan Campbell, and I want to spread his videos to as many places and venues as I possibly can. And I'm going to ask you to assist me in that process for speaking this unadulterated truth. I have to tell you that I am comforted to see a young man speak as clearly, as lovingly, and passionately the truth that he has spoken. And my bias has been, for the past 12, 13 years, since the advent of that half white, half black, demon-possessed person called Barack Hussein Obama, I have been punished, persecuted rather. I have been hated because I've spoken the same truth that Hassan Campbell has spoken. And I pray many of the young people that have come through our church and our school who have sought to try to destroy this church and destroy this school because of their love for that half white, half black Obama, who is the architect of this madness of homosexuality. So I want to thank Hassan Campbell for that. And I want to say to anyone that will listen, especially if you're a young person, and your mother or your father or your pastor or your church or your sister are involved in and are supporting homosexuality as a loving way of life, they are liars and they're demons. If your mother promotes homosexuality and the LGBT lifestyle, she is full of demons. She's a demonic, she's a person who does not have a right mind. She is controlled by the devil. Though she may walk and cook eggs and maybe make toast, she is a demon possessed. Your mama, I'm talking about your mama, and your sister, they're demon possessed. Your father, or any pastor, or any church that promotes this demonic debauchery, this ugly, vile lifestyle, they are full of demons. They don't even know how to think correctly. And you need to know that. And you need to be warned that you're sleeping with demons. That's the first thing, and that they're promoting it. The other thing that I think that Hassan Campbell has pointed out is that this whole business that they're saying now about the Old Testament is no longer valid. He put up signs of symbols of the Old Testament written on tablets of stone as we've seen them for so many years as the teachings of Moses. But they're in these schools now and they think they're smart by saying the Old Testament is no longer relative. But Hassan put it this way: you break the laws of the universe, you will pay the price. You can't change. The laws of the universe are the laws of the universe. And the laws of Moses are the laws of God, which are the laws of the universe. You break them, you will pay a price. These vows, stinking between their breaths, out of their breaths and between their legs, running around here talking about the Old Testament is no longer valid. Hassan told you, you break the law, you are going to pay a dear price for that. And then he said that Obama has cast a spell on you people. You can't begin to imagine. I haven't heard Hamite people, or especially a Hamite young man. I've never heard anyone say that except me. I'm the only one that's standing. And now I have to say that, of course, Hassan is standing. I'm not sure where Little Boozy is, but he's definitely on point with Dwayne Wade and his wife allowing his 12-year-old boy to snip off his penis. It's crazy as hell. I mean, it's madness. It is madness. It is absolute madness. And people are running around promoting this demonic, demon-infested ideology. But it's Obama that cast that spell on these churches. It's Obama that did that. And I told people back in 2008 that the devil sent Obama. God didn't send that man. God didn't send Tribulation Trump either. But God didn't send, the devil sent Obama. He's the son of Satan. He's demon, and he's cast a spell on the churches, on the preacher, on your mama, on your sister, on your brother. He's cast a spell on them. They're under a demonic spell. They deserve to be in hell. Obama did that, and I'm glad to hear the young man say it. A couple of other things as well. You need to understand that the heroes and the leaders of the black community, Hamite people, they've killed them all. He pointed out Malcolm as the last one. Well, I don't compare myself to Malcolm, but I want you to try to understand something. I'm fighting. I'm fighting for the word of God. I'm fighting for the truth. I'm standing here, and all these churches around here, all these people, all the politicians, all the big names and everybody, they all are against us, including your family members, but I'm still standing, and they want to kill me. Do you know they're trying to take this church building and shut down? I've tried to say to the judge, but we got a school from kindergarten to 12th grade. We're graduating students, sending them off to the prestigious universities, and we're doing great work, and we have a breakfast program, and we fed over 1 million meals. We got a homeless shelter where people can live in our building. We got a church. We're open 24 hours a day, and this is a good work. No matter whatever you want to take our building and give because we're using water and sewer, you say we should pay for it, that we shouldn't? Or if we don't in order for us to maintain our building, we got to give a bank $2 million when we have a right to exist, and the judge said, take the church and give the bank the money. Why? Not because we are wrong, not because we've done anything illegally or broken any laws, but we've stood against Obama, we've stood against the spell that he has cast. We stood against your family and your friends. We stood against these preachers and these churches. We've stood against these demons that are teaching this perverted lifestyle. It's wrong. It stinks. It's ugly. I mean, if anyone comes up to you and says to you that they're a woman and they like other women, understand, run as fast as you can, because a demon is talking to you. You are listening to the voice of a demon. No right-minded human being would say that. No right-minded human being would say that. A demon is talking to you. And if your mother, your family, your pastor, your churches, your friends say the same thing, they are demon possessed. I think Hassan Campbell said it as well, that we are in a process now where the earth and the world is suffering. 1,000 animals killed by a fire. This is the wrath of God that is happening. You have to know, and especially for our teachers in the school and members of our church worldwide, how delighted I am to hear this, because seldom and far and few and in between do you hear anyone speaking as powerfully as this young man, and as I am now not alone to be able to hear and to see what is just being said on this video. It's wrong. Homosexuality is wrong. Why, Dwayne Wade, you gonna let your son cut off his penis at 12 years old? What about at 16 he decides to fall in love with a girl? What are he gonna do now? He can't get it back. And the same thing with you tattoo people. I want to get a tattoo, which you crazy as hell. And then you realize 20 years later, you got that ugly tattoo of James and Sarah. And now Sarah's married to somebody else. And y'all ain't together no more, or hard. You're crazy. Now you can't erase it. You can't take it off. But Sarah married your best friend, and you still got her name on your arm with your stupid self that cannot be erased. It is sick. It is sick. And we ain't gonna let that happen. I'm gonna stand here in this church, and I'm asking you to stand with me. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me. But they're spreading it. They're pushing it. They're pushing it, and they're pushing it upon fools. I don't care how much money, who the celebrities are, what plays or what movies they're in, or what songs they write or sing. This is the end time, and they are fools. And if there's anybody listening to me right now, especially if you're a young person, and you're calling yourself gay or LGBTQ, you better fall down on your knees and ask God to save you, because the fires of hell are waiting for you. You're disrespectful. You are contemptible. You're subhuman. You are demon possessed. You're only fit for the fires of hell if you're declaring in any way that your lifestyle calls you into a perversion of woman with woman and man with man. You're only fit for the fires of hell. And I'm praying against you. I'm against you with every ounce of strength that's in me. And by the way, you are against me. I'm not against you just because, but I'm against you because you are secretly against me. You want to see this building taken away and given to Sodomites. You want to see me shut up. You want to see me forced into accepting it. You are against me, and I know it. I know it. You are against me. But praise Almighty God, who giveth us the victory. Like Sodom and Gomorrah of the days of old, you will not stand. And we're going to drive these Sodomites kissing one another and declaring how they love to kiss women's vagina, a woman standing in front of our children, declaring how she loved to kiss a woman's vagina in front of our school children. We're going to drive you from this community. We will stand, and you shall fall into the depths of the lake of fire, never to return again. Hassan Campbell, thank you. Please promote this video. Take it home. Show it to your homosexual lesbian mother or your lesbian sister and let them know, I know that they are against me. Let them know. And all these young men years ago that worshiped Obama and tried their very best to destroy this church because they thought that they were doing Obama a favor if they got rid of my voice. They tried everything. Let them know the fires of the depths of the lake of fire. I don't ever want to see your face again. I don't ever want to see you, that you sink to the depths of hell. Show them that I'm not the only one that realize that Obama's been sent by the devil and he's spreading this demonic spirit upon you. Show them and let them know. That's right, you were wrong. You were dead wrong. And you will stay wrong as long as God gives me strength. I'm James David Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant. And hallelujah goes right there.